Students, in this video we will learn properties of multiplication under whole numbers. So first property is closure property. What is closure property? For any two whole numbers a and b, their product a multiplied b is always a whole number. That means when you multiply any two whole numbers, in answer you will get a whole number only. What is whole number? Whole numbers, that is from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinity, they are all whole numbers. So what is closure property? When you multiply any two whole number, in answer you will get a whole number only. For example, 12 into 7. 12 and 7 both are whole numbers. Their multiplication is 84. 84 is also a whole number. Okay. The second, commutative property. For any two whole numbers a and b, a multiplied by b is equal to b multiplied by a. Order of multiplication is not important. So in this commutative property, order of multiplication is not important. Means if you do a into b or do b into a, you will get the same answer. Here a is in the first position, in the second case a is in the second position. It doesn't matter. When you multiply, you will get the same answer. For example, you can see here, when you do 11 into 6, you will get 66 is the answer. Whereas now you have changed the order and you have done 6 into 11. So we are getting again 66 as the answer. So the order of the number is not important while doing multiplication. Okay, so this is the known as commutative property of multiplication. The third one is associative property. The associative property is what? For any three whole numbers a, b, c, a into b in bracket into c is equal to a into bracket b into c. This means that product is regardless of how grouping is done. So product of the number does not depend upon the grouping. In the first case, you can see we have done the grouping of first two numbers and then multiplied by third number. In the second case, we have done the grouping of the last two numbers and multiplied with the first number. In both the case, we will get the same answer. This is known as associative property. You can see the example here. 8 multiplied by inside bracket 4 into 5 will be equal to 8 into 20. Why? Because we will solve the bracket first. 5 4s are 20, so 8 into 20 we are getting the answer 160. In the second case, what we are doing, we are grouping the first two numbers, that is 8 into 4, and then multiplying it by third number, that is 5. So we will solve the bracket first, so 8 into 4 will get 32, and then 32 into 5 again we are getting 160. So you can see in both the cases answers are same. 160 here also and 160 here also. Both the case answers are same. So this is the associative property. For more clear understanding, you can understand by these figures. You can see here, you can count the number of dots in different figure. That is, in figure A there are 2 rows and 2 columns, which means 2 into 2 dots in each box. So the total number of dots are 2 into 2 into multiplied by 3, that is equal to 12. Okay, so total 12 dots are there. 2 rows, 2 column, total 3 boxes. Together multiplication is 12. 3 is 2, 2 is 4, 4 into 3, 12. In the figure B, now we have done the grouping in a different way. Now here there are 3 rows. There are total 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and 2 columns, 1, 2. In each box you can see there are 2 columns, which means 3 into 2 dots in each box. Total how many dots are there in each box? 3 into 2. So the total number of dots will be what? 2 into inside bracket 3 into 2. 3 is representing row, 2 is representing column, and this 2 is representing total number of boxes. So when you multiply again, we are getting answer as 12. So we have done the grouping in a different way, but we are getting the same answer 12. So this is the associative property of multiplication. Now the next is multiplicative identity. For any whole number a into 1 is equal to a. This is simple. Means if you multiply 1 in any number, you will get that number in the answer. Means 5 into 1 is what? 5. 6 into 1 is what? 6. So we can say since any number multiplied by 1 does not change its identity, hence 1 is called as multiplicative identity of a whole number. 1 is called as what? 1 is called as multiplicative identity of a whole number. 21 into 1 is 21 obviously. So 1 is known as the multiplicative identity because we are getting the same number in the answer when you multiply 1 in any number. Means 1 is not changing the identity of any number. The identity remains same. That's why 1 is our multiplicative identity. Now multiplication by 0. For any whole number a multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. When you multiply any whole number by 0, in the answer you will get 0. Example 25 multiplied by 0 is 0. 100 multiplied by 0 is also 0. 200 multiplied by 0 is also 0. Means you will multiply 0 with a whole number, you will get answer 0 only. So this is the multiplication by 0. Now we will learn distributive property of multiplication over addition. This property is used when we have to multiply a number by the sum. Where we use this property? Where we are multiplying the sum with a number. Okay. For example, you can see here we are taking three whole numbers a, b, c. So we are multiplying this a by the sum of b plus c. And you can solve it by two ways. Either we can do the sum of b plus c and then whatever result you will get will multiply it by a, or we can do what? We can distribute this a in b and c like this. Here we have done like a multiplied by b you will do first, then plus a multiplied by c you will do. So now in order to verify this property, we take any three whole numbers a, b, c, find the values of this expression. So now we will verify this identity. What we will do, we will take three whole numbers and then we will verify this expression. First of all, we will verify this expression and then we will verify this expression. Now find 3 into 4 plus 5. So first this expression will verify using these three whole numbers 3, 4, 5. So 3 multiplied by 4 plus 5. So there are two ways of solving it. In this case, either you can add the numbers 4 and 5 and then multiply them by 3. So we will add 4 and 5, we will get 9 and 9 into 3 is 27. Or the second case, that is this one, you can multiply each addend by 3. We can multiply each addend by 3, means we can multiply 3 and 4 and 3 and 5 separately and then we will add them. Like here we have done 3 into 4 plus, in between it will come plus, then 3 into 5. So 3 into 4, first of all we will do the multiplication according to the BODMAS rule. So 3 into 4, 12 and 3 into 5, 15. Then we will do the addition. So 15 plus 12 is 27. So you can see here in both the cases we are getting the same answer. So this way we have proved our identity, okay, using these three whole numbers. Okay, now we will do some questions regarding this. Find using distributive property 728 multiplied by 101. So we have to find the answer of this 728 into 101, 101 using a distributive property. So how can we use distributive property in this? We can break this 101 in two parts like 100 plus 1. We can break and we will keep it inside the bracket. Now we will use a distributive property and we will multiply 728 on each addend. Okay, means 728 into 100 we will do and then 728 into 1 we will do. And whatever result we'll get, we will add those results to get the answer 73,528. Similarly, here also in the second question we can use the distributive property 504 into 35. We can break this 504 into two parts like 500 plus 4 inside the bracket and multiply by 35 and then we will multiply each addend with the 35. And when we multiply this each addend with the 35, we are getting the answer 17,500. plus 140, and when we add these two numbers, we'll get our answer. So why we are using distributive property here? We are using distributive property here to make our calculation easy. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thank you so much.